Today we're on the first leg of our journey comparing the experiences between Easyjet and Ryanair. First up, Easyjet flight U6728 from Manchester to Lisbon. Firstly, a very convenient departure time of 9:50 in the morning will see us arrive in Lisbon just after noon. We didn't have to wake up overly early and still getting a full afternoon once we arrive in Lisbon. The aircraft, an Airbus A321 Neo, is just 3 years old, and this really shows. I like how fresh and clean looking the cabin is. I take my seat in 33A towards the rear of the plane. We push back on time and taxi out to the runway.
Under sky blue, you pull me closer and meet my view. It's no one like you. It's no one like you. Painting my view.
A great feature of Easyjet is their app, where you can track your flight even once you're airborne.
It's no one like you.
Power down the runway into a very sunny Lancashire sky.
Need a clarity I never found. I can feel your love without a sound. You got something I can't afford to lose. I'm running over under sky blue. You pull me closer and meet my view.
It wasn't long before the beverage service started. Scanning the QR code at the back of the seat gets you access to the onboard dining. I was surprised to find they did not have all the hot snacks on board, so I chose a Coke Zero. It's great that the menu was accessible this way, but no stock on a morning flight was a real shame. Great to use the app to track the flight as we head south to Portugal. The seat itself was comfortable for the 2.5-hour hop south to Lisbon. The tray table was on the small side. The legroom was adequate, but no charging points for any of your electronic devices. Descend through the clouds and into Lisbon, landing on time. Overall, it's been a very comfortable flight, and there's really not much Easyjet can improve on. I would have liked to have had the option for a meal on board, as I didn't get the chance to before boarding.
Are we the only ones that feel like we were made to be stars, born with a spark? Shining so bright, dancing in the sky like a meteorite, like a meteorite. Light in the dark, a shooting star into the night, oh, into the
final approach, we get great views over the city of Lisbon over the left wing.
It's a wonderland. Everybody's falling asleep here in this twilight shade. I won't let go, I won't let you escape. Are we the only ones that feel like we were made to be stars, born with a spark, shining so bright, dancing in the sky like a meteorite, like a meteorite, light in the dark, a shooting star into the night, oh, into the night. Are we the only ones that feel like we were made to be stars, born with a spark, dancing to the rhythm?
Now that we've landed in Lisbon, we've got a few days to explore the city, and then for our Ryanair experience on the flight back to Manchester.
Like a meteorite, light in the dark, a shooting star into the night, oh, into the night. Da-da-dum-da-da-da, meteorite.
It's time to check out of our hotel and catch the taxi to Terminal 2, where we're going to catch our Ryanair flight back to Manchester. Terminal 2 is where a number of low-cost carriers fly out of Lisbon from. It was originally built to handle domestic flights. It's a small terminal with a small number of shops. Our flight departed in the evening, and the terminal got very crowded and very busy during this period.
Me wanna be with somebody, doing things that I usually don't.
We walked across the apron to our Boeing 737 that was going to take us back to Manchester. No jet bridge? No problem. You get some great views of the aircraft here.
All my friends think I'm with somebody, doing things that I usually don't.
I made my way to my seat, which was 28 for this flight.
Ain't the same when I'm on my own. Uptown on the road. I've been
Our flight departed at 9:10 in the evening. There were several other Ryanair flights which were heading back to the UK, just like this Ryanair flight pushing back to Stansted next to us.
spending all the night with the view she could see her building. Try to tell her I know I feel it.
We pushed back on time, ready for our flight to depart Lisbon.
Slow me down when I'm living fast. You make me wanna be with somebody, doing things that I usually don't. Find my way through the hotel lobby. Ain't the same when I'm on my own. All my friends think I'm with somebody, doing things that I usually don't. Find my way through the hotel lobby. Ain't the same when I'm on my own.
We depart into the fading light, having great views of the city from the sky. I always enjoy having the window seat when we're flying.
But then you're right by my side. Tell me it's all in my mind.
So far, there's been very little difference between Easyjet and Ryanair. To access the onboard dining service, you'll need to have downloaded the Ryanair app. I did think that I ordered a hot sandwich, but I was mistaken. Also, when I went to open the packaging, I realised that it was already open.
All my friends think I'm with somebody,
The sandwich wasn't that great. I wish I tried the lasagna instead.
Ain't the same when I'm on
flight landed at 11:50 PM in Manchester, so I got some rest on the return flight. The chair itself was comfortable. The tray table was bigger than the one that was on EasyJet. If you brought your laptop, it would be much easier to get work done. The Ryanair cabin wasn't as clean as EasyJet, but I put this down to it being a night flight and it not being clean through the day. As we're on final approaching to Manchester, I want to summarise. Both flights departed and arrived on time. The onboard menus were very similar, and in terms of cost of the flights, EasyJet was slightly more expensive. We chose these flights because of the flight times. Because we were on a city break, we wanted to maximise our time in the city. I've enjoyed both flights, and mainly because of their convenience. Thanks all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.